YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. Hi, you guys. How are you? Oh, come on. Do you guys know that witches have the hardest time with these damn lighters? I think we're like obsessed with fire. Do you think so? I didn't tell anyone I was coming on, so I want to see who pops on first. It's been the top secret. Running by the seat of my pants. Kind of weak. And I'm super excited about it. Always good coming out of the bad. The bad's always shaking loose the good. And always never what I think it is until later. And then I'm like, oh, hey Black Widow. You are first. Are you first? It says there's 4. There's Cindy. But Black Widow was first. Let me see. Was she? Yep. She beat you this time, Cindy. You're slacking. Well, I had an amazing, horrible week. It was a good week and a bad week. Well, it was bad because my body felt like crap, but it was good because of all the things that I got to experience while I wasn't feeling good. So, that's kind of the way it goes for me. Oh, dang it, I can't see. Hang on, let me get my glasses on. Sorry, I just inhaled sage. Do you know that some people breathe it in to cleanse their bones? I cannot do that. I'm not a smoker. Just can't do it. Hold on, let me check. Okay, it's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Hi, DS03. Hello, darling. How are you? I can't wait. I know, and I was taking care of my daughter, so I couldn't answer. And then I figured I was going to go live so I could talk to you then. Hi, Ev. How are you, beautiful? So, tonight, we're going to be taking a trip out to the Fire Ant Hill. We're going to put them to work for a couple of days. I have a whole stack of little lovelies that are going out there. Hi, Miss Kesa. You're on my table. Oh, yeah. And you know, I've been getting a lot of energy about you, vibing on you lately. Thank you. I'm so glad to be back and that I'm feeling better. I want to tell you guys a little bit about my journey this week. It was, I know I posted some stuff on my Coven page. My Coven page stays pretty updated on what's happening with me, so everybody really kind of already knows stuff. But it's grown since then. I removed that live chat that I did because I felt like it was incomplete information and I don't know, just wasn't feeling it, so I took it down. It just seemed kind of not completely accurate. Don't want to share. I'm sad. Target's pissed, but it's good to see you now. Yeah, well, you know, everybody has their bad days, honey. But I know what you're saying. I read your emails. But you need put mine too. Okay. We'll do it. Oh, we got a guest on our spirit box also. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a little story. Oh yeah, who has cancer? You had cancer. That's how you died. put some new sand out of my circle today. I had some sand put aside that I forgot to put out there, and my son came over, Ophidian, and then he and I went out and blessed some sand to put in our circle outside, but it was pretty cool. It was good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while. In your liver. You had cancer in your liver. I'm sorry. Anyways, so he left. So I'm gonna go on. I want to share something really cool with you. It's kind of like a witchy thing, and I don't know if you guys will really care. I don't always share these types of things, but it kind of goes hand in hand with my casting. So last week I did a casting for a person who is a young witch. We'll just say that is a young witch, and a little inexperienced, and does not work with deities. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I did see some stuff. I've been seeing some stuff on, and I've talked about it on my Coven page too, where witches are saying you don't need deities and you don't need to work with the gods and blah blah blah. We're witches and we're this and that. We don't need them and all that kind of crap. And like, these are the witch gods. But anyways, shush up, Heavy C. I will beat your ass. Anyways, not about that. Quit stirring up trouble. Anyways, so this witch was like saying all this stuff about how she's a witch and she's a badass and she doesn't work with deities and she doesn't need no gods and blah blah blah, which is fine. And all witches can work without using energy from the gods if we so choose. We can push it through ourselves. We know how to pull energy from our chakras. We know. But anyways, it was just the way her explanation of that, I guess, was quite offensive to me. But anyhow, who cares? And but this work that I did was for a young witch who doesn't who doesn't work with deities, and this witch was just doing, honey jars and, things like that, which is still witchcraft, by the way. I'll have you know that if you're home doing honey jars, you're doing witchcraft. Not like just putting honey in jars. I'm talking about putting people in the honey, putting your intention in it. That's a spell. That's witchcraft, okay? If you're home writing things on your candle, what you want, and then lighting it, that's witchcraft. If you're, that's witchcraft, okay? Just accept it. You're doing witchcraft. Anyways, so this person also is a sensitive, an empathic person, and so all, they feel like everybody's energy when they're around them. They could feel all their emotions and things like that, okay? So this person decided that it was getting to be too much, and it was getting way too much energy. Spirits started jumping this person, having all kinds of problems with that type of thing. So then this witch started trying to do the lesser banishing ritual. Which then, when you're doing the lesser banishing ritual, what is that introducing? Gods and universal planetary beings. And so then, now, this person is working with universal planetary beings, angelics, and calling in gods for protection and cleansing and trying to get everything off Okay. Well, um, sounds like everything's fine. That's the right thing to do, right? Well, it didn't work out so well for this said person and ended up getting some lower level entities attached to this witch and started, attacking the witch's health and sleep and having a really hard time. Really hard time. Like, totally fucking this witch up in a big way. And so, I wanted to help and everything. And so, anyways, so I did a protection thing for this witch with the gods, and I did 3 others in the same day, which was a mistake. Anyway, so then oh, they hurt you? I'm sorry. So, I'm for whatever reason, not normally, it never happened before, but I absorbed some of those attachments, and um, and it really fucked me up and made me really sick for a few days. And I was so upset, and I was like, what did I do wrong? I did everything right that I know how to do, and um, what did I do wrong? And it wasn't that I did anything wrong. It was just that I absorbed some of it. And then, while I was sick in bed, I got to Belial came and he gave me a new right to do. So next time this type of thing happens, he gave me a right to do to pull things off, open a gate, put them in the abyss, and then close it. And so now I have, but it's like a whole big thing. And so that next time that happens, I don't have to absorb anything, and it won't make me sick, and it won't affect me, and blah, blah, blah. And it'll just strip everything off. Anyways, if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have um, received the new right, which I wrote in my book. And also, so that was really cool. And while I was um, sick, I also got to meet Belial in a new aspect that I've never got to see him like that before. And he told me that he's ready for me to start working in the Scorpion God, that it's time for me to start that. And so that was really cool. And then a bunch of other stuff happened too that I don't want to, that I'm not going to get into because um, it's kind of, like private. But um, I went through some initiations and things like that in the astrals, and it was pretty fun and exciting. And so even though I was all fucked up and in pain, and it was pretty crazy, one of his attachments went into my ear. It went in through my ear, and then it went down and attached to my spine like this. And then it went around my intestines like this. And so I was just like, oh, I was all fucked up. It was not pretty. It was really bad. And, um, but I could feel it. I knew what it went when it went in, and it happened like when I was sleeping. It went in when I was asleep. And, anyways, it was a whole deal. So, but another thing I want to talk about is that I learned about how important it is to ground in between castings. And so I haven't been doing that because I get myself so busy to do everybody's stuff, and then I don't ground in between. And so now I'm going to have to like take some time to stop and do some grounding work. And every time when you ground, you release things. And so that's good to do. And I'm pretty bad about it. I like to hold on to everything, and work on it and work on it and build it, and sometimes you get caught up in that and you forget, but it's okay. So that was my exciting week. You need to know what you are doing. I do. So anyways, so that's it. That's what I really wanted to share with you guys. And what are you guys doing on Sunday, on the 4th? Where I live here in America, it's a holiday, so I'm gonna be up in the mountains, driving my Razor. Mine's not a Razor. Mine's an X3. My boyfriend's my fiance is a Razor, and so he drives his and I drive mine. We're gonna go up and have a good time, and then I'll come back. I won't stay up there. I always come back. But that's my plan. I'm gonna go barbecue, have a little drink, drive around in my X3, look at the beautiful trees in the mountains. Going back up in the air. Yep. Black Widow's going to be traveling. It's okay. You'll come back. You can just come back later. It'll probably feel really good to go home for a while. It's a really long trip you took this time. I don't know how you can stand to be away from home for so long. Hades. Sounds nice. I'm making blueberry cocktail now, just to freshen my mind a bit. Oh, that's nice. That sounds really good. Just staying home, huh? Well, that's okay. You'll be safe. That's a good thing. But yeah, so I don't know, you guys. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that witch, now that she or he or she, doesn't matter. Hi, BB. Is having all these problems. Now this person wants help from the gods, needs help from the gods. And so there you have it. So at some point in time, you are going to have to ask them for help. Just goes to show you. Just goes to show you that. What is up for tonight? Hi, Liz. Halfway. Well, tonight I'm going to be putting some poppets in the fire ants. I'm going to be doing some love spells and a couple of boosters, and that's it. I'm going to get everything done tonight. I think I got everything set up. You hate? I have everything set up to get everything just to go boom, boom, boom. So I'm excited about that. Yes, the fire ants are my little workers. They're my little helpers. I love working with the fire ants. They're so effective. Yes, I got to make a couple of calls when I get off of here. And then I'll be going out to the fire ants in one of my private groups. And And you guys have to remember on YouTube that I know I'm not on here a lot, but um, on YouTube anymore, but that's because I'm on a few different platforms now. And so I'm kind of spread out and I'm only one person. So,
Absolute.
absolute. So I have like, everybody's grouped up into different categories for different types of um, stuff that I do in my path, and so I don't share like I don't usually share like my soul ascension workings and stuff like that on YouTube anymore because it's really sacred, and that information really isn't for everyone to hear because for obvious reasons it's just sacred, and I really feel like I don't know, I don't want to get into all of it. You know, people, everybody's got their opinion, and I don't really fucking care. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to keep walking my path the way I want to walk it. And everybody's going to be walking their own path differently. And just because I do my stuff different than someone else doesn't mean it's wrong or right for them. You know, it might not work for you, but it works for me that way. And the way you do it might not work for me that way, but it works for you that way. Everybody has their own shit and their own way to do things, and that's okay. But you've got these people who want to put you in a box and say, you can only do it this way, because this is how I did it, so this is the only way to do it. And that's so fucking dumb. And I'm not gonna get up, I'm not getting caught up in all that shit. So, anyway, so I have a small group of people who don't think like that, and they're on soul ascension path as well. And so we, have the same books that we're working through that have rights and things like that in them for our soul ascension, and so we're able to share experiences and things that we do, as we work through the books. It's really nice to have that group because um, it allows people to have a place to, because it's not like stuff that you could talk about to anyone. You don't have anyone really who can understand what you're saying and relate to it. So it's important to have that available, for other people. But I know that it's I'm a total bitch. Like, I'm really picky, and if like one little negative thing comes out, I like, mm-mm. So I make sure everybody stays positive and only says if you don't have a positive thing, then get the fuck out. Jonathan, is that what that says? How are you? Yes. So, um, anyways, so I have 2 love spells to do tonight, and a few, 4 poppets to put in the fire ants, and they're all sitting here cluttering at my table. So I'm gonna go put them out there first thing, and then I'll start on the boosters, and then I'm done, and that's it. I think I have to look at my stack over there, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry. So I have that platform. Then I have my coven page. Now my coven page, the Blue Witch Coven page on Facebook, you guys, same thing goes. I'm really picky. It's a small group. Really picky in that group. You have to have a picture. You can't like create a fake account and not have a picture up. If you don't want anyone to know that you're in a witch group or you're in a coven group or whatever, you're involved in witchcraft, then put your shit on private. Yeah, I was going to, but I just don't want to share my energy like that tonight. I'm kind of rebuilding my energy right now, so I just don't have it to spare today. I'm going to save my energy for my castings tonight. Um, but maybe in a couple of days when I get some, when I'm 100% fully, I'm 100% recovered, but I'm still like replenishing my strength. Probably. We'll take care of it. No worries. Easy. Easy peasy. No worries, honey. Come on. Well, we'll just strip him down the rest of the way then. Anyway, so, platforms. I was just talking about platforms. But I like to have that platform going so that maybe if you want to, but he'll have to wait a couple of days because I got a full load going in there tonight. So maybe in a couple of days we could talk about it. And then I have another group called Azula, and that one's strictly private and strictly for a group of people that has specific kind of workings in. And so it's not open to anyone. And then of course I have my VIP page that I don't even use anymore. I need to just shut that page down. That's just too much. I know I have a lot, but I started like with just these two, and then I was like, well, I want to keep that separate from this, and then separate from now. I just have like all kinds of stuff going, and I need to like minimize everything and get some extra stuff that I have closed down. It's just a lot. Yeah. We'll talk about it. Mm-hmm. It's a booster, right? DS. Hi, Angela. So I looked at that girl's page, Angela, that you sent me that makes those Athames and stuff. She has some pretty bottles on there, but she doesn't have very much stuff. She just has like 5 things in her Etsy store. And holy shit, her stuff's expensive, huh? Like just for a little bottle like this, she wanted over $100. Is it worth it? Like, they're decorated really pretty. Don't get me wrong. So I have this guy. Mail. I have this guy who's making a Ouija board for me. I can't wait to get it. He's made it twice now. He wasn't happy with it the first time. He said he had there was some mistakes on it, so he had to start all over. So I'm excited. We'll see what it looks like when it gets here. Mountain. Yep, I'm going to be going to the mountains. He was wondering about that. Yes, she is expensive, and the quality. Oh, it is good stuff. Thursday or Friday. Oh, well, I'll check her out then at that time. Yep, I said $100 for a bottle. But she decorates them. They're beautiful with crystals and things like that. So probably the stones that she uses and things like that are really, high quality. High quality. Hi, Crow Cove. Crow Cove? The Crow Cove. I never noticed that. How are you, beautiful? I meant the Ouija board. I make one too. Oh, when it gets done, I'll share it with everyone. I'm going to do an unboxing on here, and it'll be so... Sorry, somebody's like messaging me while I'm reading comments. I know, I'm super excited about it. I sent him a couple of sigils, and hopefully he incorporates them onto my board. And I told him as long as he puts Hecate's at the top, it'll be fine. I told him just make sure that you put hers at the top. If hers isn't at the top, then it's wrong. So I sent him some sigils that I work with, and hopefully he'll get those incorporated. I don't know if he'll use that or if it's like a demonic, scully, dark, beautiful board. I'm excited about it. But we'll see. It looks like really good quality. But yeah, when it comes, I'll do an unboxing, and you guys could check them out. They're pretty reasonable. They're just over 100. So that's not too bad. Like, it's all handcrafted, hand carved, gorgeous. I don't mind paying for good quality. Like, if it's good quality, I'm all about it. I don't have a problem paying for that. I know somebody put hours of work into that, and it's amazing and beautiful, and just for that, I don't mind paying for people's work like that. And I'm super excited about it. But anyways, so I'll be going up to the mountain on Sunday, so I'm not going to be on here, but I'll probably release some videos and go live maybe when I'm up there, just for fun, and riding around, getting dirty, kicking up some dust, grounding. Yes. Get the little X3 out and drive around up in Silverton. And then they're doing fireworks this year. Even though it's a fire, like, we're like in a drought and everything else. But I think everybody's doing fireworks this year here because of COVID, so they're just trying to boost the morale of everybody. Lame. But anyways, what are you guys going to be doing? I know Black Widow's going home. She'll be done with her vacation. Back to reality. It's fun to have some time away. I want to go jogging now, but it's jogging. Something just came through, laughing out loud. I heard a voice. Oh, I have the spirit box on. Invisible. I have the spirit box on, that's why. Mm-hmm. She's like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, so I was really, even though I went through a hard week and got my ass handed to me, I got some new gnosis. Got some new gnosis from Belial. A new rite to put in my book. a better way to do things so that I don't absorb shit. And I got to meet him in a new aspect, which was beautiful as always. Interesting. And we went through some initiation with him. Rumors. It tripped you out. And now I'm on the mend. I'm on the mend. Yeah. But, well, you're just chatting it up, aren't you? What are the rumors? Tell me. You got rumors? I got to, I was in the astrals and I saw Hades in the astral again. And, and then I heard, remember what the white cat means? And I was like, yes, I remember. They're ready for me to start the Scorpion God, and I am so ready. I just got a couple more rites I want to do in the Red King, and then I'll be good to go. But they're like, it's time. Hi, Swamp Witch. So, oh, before I came out here, Eldoria, before I came out here, I watched your video you put up. I like your videos. Your videos are so entertaining. Like, you have music and you have cute little things happening. They're so, like, put together, and mine are just not. I'm just here doing it, that's it. I wish I knew how to do all that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to teach me how to do it. Because I like that. That's so fun. I don't know how to do anything. And I love your music videos. It's easy. Yeah, you're gonna have to teach me, because I don't got the skills. Editing apps. There's editing apps? Huh. Huh. Okay. It's so funny whenever my son comes to temple, I start going through stuff while he's talking to me. I'm like, I'll start digging through boxes and this and that. I got so much stuff in here. And then I start just handing him things. So I'm like, here, you should take this. This is really cool. Here you go. And so he's sitting there talking to me, telling me all the stuff that he's been doing. I was like, oh, that's nice. Here's some shark's teeth. You might need some bone or something. Yeah, here's some shark's teeth. He's like, okay, well. And then I was like looking through a thing I have on Lucifer's altar, and I have a bunch of bones in there, like some skulls and stuff. And I was like, oh, look, this is a cute little muskrat skull. You should take this and put it on his altar at your house. He's like, okay. And then, but the only thing he wanted was, and I gave it to him, was Saffron's, her wand that was sent to me from Australia, and it has like a black crystal ball on the end of it, and then it has a serpent wrapped around it that Gray sent me. Grey Witch sent that to me from Australia. And he wanted that so bad. He was like, you know, this is mine. I was like, but Grace sent me that. And he's like, I'll put it on Saffron's altar at my house. And I was like, okay. Because he kept carrying it around, looking at it. So I let him take it. And then I was like, is there anything else you want? And I'm always like digging through my incense. Do you need any incense? And he's like, no, I still have ones you gave me last time. I go, well, I'm sending you supplies. I already ordered them and they're on their way. And he's like, what did you send me? And I go, well, I sent you some charcoal discs and a little burner thing because I don't know if you have one. And then a whole array of resins, you know, like myrrh and stuff like that. And he was like, okay, cool. And when I sent him some of Hecate's incense that I like to get her. Well, I like to buy it like this from this place, from the Moon Magic on Amazon. If you go to the Amazon store, the Moon Magic, this incense they make for Hecate. She likes it a lot, and I mix it with marijuana, and best mom ever. He loves me. Yeah, we haven't talked in like a couple of weeks, and so but he's been here, but I'm just always busy, and so he's like, you know, I've been here a couple of times, and I said, yeah, I know. Marana told me one time you came, and the other time you came, my mirror told me, and he was like, how did your mirror tell you? And I go, because you put your blood on it, and he was like, oh, you knew that? And I was like, so it was funny, but what was I saying? Oh, so I mix like in Hecate's this stuff from Moon Magic. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Moon Magic. So I she likes marijuana, you know, Hecate does. So I go down to the store down the street and I buy her some. Um, Sometimes I'll get her blueberries. Sometimes I'll get her chocolate. Sometimes I get her just whatever different kinds of stuff. If they have something that jumps out at me, I think, and I can hear her say, "I want that one," and I'll get her that one. And then I grind it up, my mortal and pestle, and then I put it in her incense, and um, and I mix some other things in there that I know she likes to add to it. So it's always, this is just something that I add to it, and she really likes it. But right now, the new thing that I'm really into is that oud, or what's it called? Oud, the oud oil from the old trees, you know. They each have their own bottle on their altars. And black hair. Do you have black hair? Everywhere black hair? Are you talking about Hecate? But so anyways, I had a really good visit with him today. He stayed for quite a while. We did some stuff in the circle. We went out and had a little circle time, spreading some sands that I got in from people. I love it when you guys send me sand from around the world. I want some sand from the Dead Sea. If you have sand from the Dead Sea, you should totally send me some. that someone has, I have black hair. Awesome. They're talking about you. Spirits are talking about you. But from the Dead Sea. I want sand from the Dead Sea. Crashed. Did you crash? Well, that sucks. And I also want black sand. Well, there's some black sand in Hawaii, I believe, right? Is that where the black sand was? I think I got some from Hawaii, but it wasn't black. And then Bruno is sending me some sand from the White Sea. In Australia, there's a beach there that has the whiter than white sand, is what they say. And it has all kinds of, magical properties. But I like to pour all the sands from all around the world in my circle to honor Lucifer. Do you live by a beach? You should send me some sand. Racism. We're not going to do any racisms. I'm not into it. It's raining. See, it's a good thing that you stayed on to talk with me instead of going jogging. Because then you would be jogging in the rain. Which kind of sounds hot, but I don't know. Jogging in the rain would be kind of fun. If you like to jog. I'm not a jogger. I'm not into it. I never have been. I'll walk, but I am not jogging. No, thank you. Anyways, just chatting it up. Where are we at? 47 minutes. Time's almost up, you guys. If you've got questions or need something, let me know. You know what I noticed today? I haven't had my ring on in like 2 weeks. It's good to run in the rain. Heck yeah. I bet it is. But I'm still not doing it. I'm not running anywhere. Ever. I'll be getting a new tarantula. Oh, did you order it? We were talking today. My son and I were talking about getting a tarantula today, and he wants to order a serpent. And he was like, but he feels bad about keeping it as a pet, that they should be free in the wild to hunt and do all the things that they like to do. And I said, well, they're going to be breeding him. They're going to be, if it doesn't go to you, it's going to go to someone else. And so at least you know that if you get it, it's yours, and you're going to take good care of it, and you're going to, it'll really enjoy your energy, I'm sure. And, there's nothing wrong with having a pet. And so he's like, okay, you talked me into it. You sold. So I think he's going to get him a serpent, which I think will be really cool. I'm excited to see which one he gets, what he chooses. A pink toad. Those are so pretty. Aren't those beautiful? I saw them. I want the blue tarantula, but I'm afraid I'll kill it. I kill everything. You guys know I can't keep anything alive. I mean, a scorpion's okay. But I can't, he's a scorpion. He's going to live through anything, I guess. But valuable. I just am like, I'm afraid I'll hurt it. Hang on. Let's see. What did she say? Hecate keeps sending me messages to give her some coffee. She broke 3 of my coffee pots until I got the message. I'm totally shocked. You know, they have asked me for coffee a couple of times. One time, Lucifer wanted chocolate cake and coffee. And so I had set up a table in here, and I got dishes and coffee cups and did this whole thing for them. And I set it all up on their table with like an altar cloth on it. And then I put like their their piece of cake, and their coffee was all there. And then I was like so pissed off because I was like, oh, I forgot silverware. And then I was like, they don't need silverware. But I want to. But I still went and got this. I still went and got the silverware because I was like, no, we can't not have silverware. But I was like stressing over it. Sometimes when they want something, an offering of some sort from you, as silly as it seems, I'll get like a sense of urgency about it. And so I'll like, it'll have to be, done. And, but yeah, I did that. And then like, you don't like the spirit box on? Poison. Oh. But I have Lucifer coffee a few days ago. Yeah, sometimes they like coffee. But I think after I did all of that setup, I had like this weird emotional breakdown. And after I got everything set up and done, I just cried. And I don't cry. Hang on, I gotta put my glasses on, you guys. I can't see anything. Okay, those a couple days ago. I wish I could do that. I still open their candy bars and give them chocolate. Oh, yeah. I'm interested in working with Lucifer. How does he reach out? Everybody's different and has their own way of doing, energy connection with the gods, but there's lots of different ways that you could do that. I don't know, like everybody has their own path and who they work with and stuff. First I worked with Hecate, then Belial, and then Lucifer came in later, but it's a journey. Oh, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that because one of my young witch clients was bringing up some of my old videos and throwing them in my face. The whole reason that I leave my old videos up, you guys, is to give you inspiration to stay on your path and to not give up. That you start out at one place and then you grow. You change. The gods work with you. Hecate works with you and she grows you up. And your elevation gets higher and higher and better, and you learn and you grow. And that's the whole reason that I leave those old videos up. It's not so you can go, well, you said back in 2016 that blah blah blah. Well, that's where I was back then, and now I'm here and I'm telling you no. So it's like, don't throw old shit in my face because you're just gonna piss me off. Yeah, this path is all about growth. It's all about, elevation, and you can't stay in the past. Well, tough duties. Well, your video's still up. I'm like, yeah, I know it is, and I'm gonna leave it up because it's a good video. But you know, you guys have to understand that the old videos are there for a reason. They're there to show people grow and change and go through different stages in their path. And it's kind of fun and cute to see like how you start out and then how Hecate works with you in your life, and different gods come in and go, come and go, and you work with them for a little while, and then you move on, and then you, oh, this god came in, you were working with a baron. I'm like, no, duh. And so like I don't work with him anymore, but I have experienced energy with him. It was amazing and really cool, and I enjoyed it. I have no complaints about him. I was an idiot, and but thinking about the Baron, but I didn't know anything about those gods at that time, and so when he came, you know, I made a fool out of myself like I always do in the beginning, and anyways, I don't want to get on to that, but now it's all like there. Remember, you did this and you did that. That's right. So people change, people grow, you know, and that's what they're there for. You love the old videos and see the transformations. Yeah. You know, I think that people shouldn't get caught up on stuff like that. They're not there for you to think that that's set in stone. Liz, DT work never felt right for me before until now, and I'm trying to be open to any signs I receive. Well, you have to, like, not everybody's always ready for that, and I never really called a deity to come work with me. If they come to me, if Hecate sends them to me, I know there's a reason. They usually, then at that time, it was just to give me, um, you know, vibration, frequency, energy exchange that I needed to go to the next place. And I didn't understand that then exactly. I thought, oh, okay, so now I gotta work with this one, yay, and I would go all out, and then and then that would be it. That would be the last time I ever seen that one, and then I would be like, dang it, I must have done something wrong, or, but no, it was just, they were just there to give me some energy to get through something that I needed, to give me something I needed. And then they would go, and that was it. That would be the last time I seen him. So sometimes that's just the way it is, but don't like think that my old videos are carved in stone and that's how I'll always and forever be. Who knows, tomorrow maybe Hecate will have me doing something completely different than what I'm doing now. She could do whatever she wants. So if she wants me to change something, then I have to change it. And that's just the way it is. But right now, I'm set on my path, and where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and so I'm comfortable. Well, I don't want to say I'm comfortable. I'm never comfortable, really, truly. I just fit here. This is where I belong, and I know it. And this is what I'll be doing until I leave this realm. And then I'll still be doing it there. So it is what it is, but just don't get caught up on old videos, you guys, because people change, people grow, people, you know, don't stay the same forever. So you need to understand that. Well, back then you did this and you did that. Like, oh my gosh. What? How many years ago was that? 5? Believe me, I'm a whole different person right now than I was 5 years ago. The box dying. He said, here dying the box. Who's dying? It's a scary question. Which box? Aggressive. Oh, my thing wasn't moving. Your old videos give us a lot of info. Yes. I used to give you guys a lot of info, like how to make potions and herbs and, you know, I don't know, charger crystals and whatever. I used to do all that kind of stuff on there because that's what, at that time, that's what Hecate wanted me doing. So that's what I did. And then she got to where she was like, don't tell them that. If they want that, they can come and get it from me just like you did. And I was like, okay. They can ask me. Let them build their relationship with me to get that information. And I'd be like, yes, ma'am. So that's why I don't share, like, what I put in my potions and stuff anymore, because the video is already out there, usually. And I don't like to redo it. And it always changes anyways. It's like they're always different. I always do a special mixture for different people. Some people need healing in their love. Some people need road opening in it. Some people need both, you know. And then you got your obsession. Some people want lust in it. Some people want, you know, binding. So there's just like all different kinds of things you do, you know, that you want to put in there. And I know that I'll mix them all together and make it that way. Some people say that they'll only do a binding, and then if you want an open road, they'll do another one for you and do an open road. And then if you want um okay, you know, they'll make you separate them all out. Well, that's just nonsense. I think that you should just do them all together at the same time. But, you know, that's just me. Just saying. That's just how I do it. I'm not going to milk everybody for every penny they have just so that I could get 3 spells out of 1. I got to be quiet, or Swamp Witch will zap me a few years from now. You will see changes and transformation just like you see. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Definitely. Anyways, you guys, so I've been on for 1 hour and 3 minutes, 12 seconds. So I'm going to get off of here, and it's a long story. But I love you guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. And I will see you soon. Peace out.